Ryan Little.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to our channel. My name is Daniel, and today we're going to talk about top 5 reasons why you should keep your BMW E46. Just a disclaimer before we get started, these are my views and mine alone. Please do not keep your BMW if you are financially unstable. The last thing I want someone to do is come back in the comment section telling me that they are heavily in debt due to the fact that they're holding on to their BMW E46. With that out of the way, let's kick things off with the first reason why you should keep your BMW E46. Number 1, the BMW E46 is one of the most iconic BMWs of all time, with having sold over 3.2 million units around the world, making it the top selling BMW ever made. The age of design has aged superbly, and in a good way, of course. Whenever you hop into a BMW E46, it has compact proportions, and of course it has a serious driver focus appeal. The added technology and comforts made it much easier to live with compared to any older BMW models. It was way ahead of its time during the 2000s with tech such as rain sensing wipers, all-wheel drivetrain, Bluetooth tech, and sat-nav. From factory, these cars would produce between 105 to 300 plus horsepower on the engine, and of course depending on the market. The US spec E46s were highlighted by several beautiful inline sixes. But the BMW E46 wasn't perfect by all means. The cooling systems were plagued with brittle plastic components, failing cheap seals for the Vano systems, and the lower control arms would fail around 80k miles. But when everything was working, the BMW E46 was a deeply talented, sought-after car, especially the BMW E46 M3 model, which I will not get into this video. Number 2, these are really starting to creep up in value. During the height of the pandemic, people were looking for alternate solutions in the used car market to really satisfy their project car bug. A lot of these were snatched up fairly quickly due to the fact that these cars were very good first cars to own. The E46 model is of course now labeled as a classic car model. Thus, you could put this car in the classic insurance program, which will save you a couple $100 each month. Also has a lot of easily accessible parts that you can operate on, and the OEM and aftermarket parts are super available for you to purchase. The models that has shot up in value, of course, are the E46 Touring, 330i, 330ci, ZHPs, and of course the BMW E46 M3 models. I have a friend who recently purchased a BMW E46 Touring for around 5k Canadian, and the reason why he got it for that cheap was because the body of the car was starting to rust. After purchasing the E46 Touring, he sent his car straight to the body shop for rust repair, which set him back for around, I would say, 10k more or less in Canadian dollars. Adding all that together, he spent around 15k on restoring a timeless E46 classic, and I think it's safe to say he will see the return in the long run. Number 3, the community. I mentioned this quite a few times in my previous BMW videos that the BMW community is very much alive and well. There are still diehard fans out there for this generation and this model, and they're very active in the BMW forums, Facebook groups, and Discord channels. Of course, if you need help in getting in touch with these groups, please reach out to me and I will definitely connect you to the right one. But with that being said, I have found countless DIYs and picked up a lot of good used BMW parts for my BMW E46. There are still a lot of vendors out there that offer group discounts for certain BMW parts and will help you troubleshoot your car depending on your model. Number 4, performance. Yes, these cars are labeled as the ultimate driving machine for a good reason. BMW is one of the only tier 1 brands that not only reserve their performance for their high-end sports vehicles. Even the basic E46 models gets a lot of love. You could definitely retrofit bigger rotors, bigger brake kits, upgrade the suspension, upgrade the performance exhaust, performance intake, you name it. You can pretty much swap out any old parts for your desired performance part. Now, of course, this makes BMW one of the most engaging driving experience that sets them apart from other luxury car brands. Number 5, last but not least, why you should keep your BMW E46 is these cars are becoming more and more rare every day. I would advise you, if you haven't already done so, own one, and of course go out and buy one if you see a deal come across your way. Especially the 330i, CI, ZHP, and M3 models. These cars are getting, of course, less and less, and once the cars get less and less, the price goes up, and if these cars go up in value, you could definitely sell it back out in the long run for a lot more money. These E46s are worth the money in my opinion. They are very simple in terms of maintenance wise. They can be very cheap, of course, as well if you do it yourself. And these are very strong and solid cars compared to today's competitive 2022 market. Of course, as you see here, my car is a 2001 model, and I feel like it still kind of beats most cars today in the year 2022. If you have the space for a used E46, I would definitely consider buying one just to store and slowly restore to its former glory. This E46 BMW model is going to be a future classic, and even BMW has already cataloged this model as a classic in the classic section, which is now why this car is going up in value. There you have it, guys. These are the reasons why you should keep your BMW E46. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think my reasons are, and if you agree with them or if you don't agree with them. But of course, if you haven't already done so, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me in the long run, and of course it helps me to continue producing quality content like this for you guys to enjoy. But until then, see you next time.